Okay, hello everyone. Just a few more things to set up. Okay, just grabbing a few refreshments. Gonna put the instructions here. This box is bulgier than I thought. Getting my custom spray painted blue parts. Gonna readjust the angle a bit. Okay, this should be a good enough angle. Grab a bite to eat. Then the nippers. Okay, I also got the snacking set up. All right, let's go. Of course, we're gonna have to start with the body. No, this is the A runner. Okay, no, that's E. This is F. Where could B be? Okay, this is flopping. We're gonna move this out of the way and then. Okay, of course we're starting off with the head. And we're already starting off with the clear visor. Hello, Wax World. Glad you could pop by, and I was anticipating someone to ask that question. 안녕하세요, 사랑은 무적님. Okay, just looking up GQs. Okay, I think I can kind of see the resemblance. Gundam style Tobots. Okay, there's a tiny little pinhole. It's a little slit hole. I'm just trying to really get it in there. Okay, nice snap. Number 2. The H runner. Okay, I think. No, not these colored parts yet. As for the new show, I mean, I hope RetroBot's gonna continue a new, I guess, a rebranded season 4. But I know I heard fans speculating that they could just be using their studio and just be using all of the assets that RetroBot use, but are all owned by Young Toys, including the pilot characters. Of course, the H are the white parts. Interesting that they have all of this, like the torso all the way offset here. I guess to mold it together like this. $22. Okay, just a little more snip off here. And now to put that in the back of the head. If we can figure out how that works. The direction of this thing is a little weird. Okay, so we gave him a nice big old pointy chin. That is a very pointy chin he has. Hello, Kirka Prime 3416. Welcome to the stream where I'm casually building Tobot Y. This is not a polycap, it's just a red, no, just a red socket. Hello, let hiway nilang tawa to D to G. F14. I made sure to paint this over several times so it would look the best it could. And I think just gonna have to nip that off, nub off again just to be sure. And again, just to be really sure. Okay, now what direction does F14 go in? Of course, it goes in here. Up there goes it. Okay, there goes its chin. Ed Boy has no chin. Okay, line that up, and then tiny little square tab for his neck socket. Okay, carefully set that down while I cut off the rest of his head. Hello, NG141. Okay, I guess my favorite is Tobot Z. That's what I think. Okay, now to align that red. Okay, alright. Okay, gonna find the H. Kinda looks like an elongated bicycle helmet. Whoops. Sprue. I missed. How can I miss a sprue like this? Okay, there's definitely something that has to go on his forehead first, which would be the G13. Okay, pretty flat piece. I'm gonna have to be careful not to accidentally cut off the flat piece, so I'm just gonna take this right to my eye level and then show you the results. Okay, just need to cut off the nub a little bit more. Careful. This is very nerve-wracking because it's a tiny little flat piece. And I think I've already kind of nicked the front battle damage already. Okay, sliding that hit in. Okay, hope those blue marks don't look too bad. But now he has additional silver forehead. Hello, silly Thomas fan 1. Got a good amount of his head done. H11. Here's 11 and 12. Okay, put that together and you get a nice big pointy ear. That's pointier than he originally had. Okay, I am looking at the Japanese title. I know, I guess the Google search is showing me like a Brave series is some other animal, some versus animal manga, I think. Reminding me some other like battle manga that was also dubbed in Korean, which is not this one, but you know. Of course I know the Korean dubs of the Takara Brave series. Other side of the pointy ear. You thought those nubbins were connection points, did ya? Me. Those are not connection points. Okay, okay, that's 95% flush. Now for the orange bits. Pretty sure these are the same color as Axe's main primary color. I'm pretty sure he did have orange ear nubbins, so new details. Yeah, so that aligned in pretty nicely. Okay, that's an interesting fan Korean name for Tobot. Tobot Energon. I was gonna say Tobot Energon. Interesting fan name, but I feel like, but it shouldn't have the name Energon somehow. But anyway, I guess the market wasn't marketing well enough, so Armada came in by 2005. Okay, it'll still be a childhood memory for me to move to Korea in 2008 and still see Armada in Toys R Us. Okay, so that's the head complete. So, if you know the trivia, that he originally had blue cheeks and then changed to orange cheeks in the animation. So, I guess this model says, why not both? Yeah, so orange and blue in the face together is actually a pretty good color combination. Let me just get some more stuff. Where is his big meaty neck? There is his big meaty neck. And the other side of his big meaty neck. Yeah, I feel like it's saying that. I could see it. Oh no! I dropped my neck. I found my neck. Neck. Okay, that was the front of the neck, so that looks... Torso. Yeah, it would be nice if the Japanese Transformer shows got Korean dubs, but the Brave series. But the Brave series became popular instead. Also, I guess considering the cultural landscape in that period. Guess I would have liked to see some at least fan karaoke covers of the Transformers Japanese songs in Korean, though I haven't seen anyone do that. Torso assemble in numerical order starting with 1. What does that mean? A20. Could be big pain. Big pain. Okay, this already came off. The eyes. Now, what are the eyes? The red parts, of course, they are the red parts. I6 and I7. I6 and I7. Hey, where did... Okay, I guess those are just alignments, not actually meant to be connected on anyway. Interesting slider joint. Okay, there's a reference here. Slide them in both joints, and now we have a 90-degree torso joint. Where's H? Okay, here is the other half of the torso. Yeah, I'm not sure if they actually officially had Diaclone. They just all those various knockoffs, including the most famous one, the Taekwon V Diabattles knockoff, which I am proud to own. Proud to own a replica of that he did after 40 years. G9. Okay, another silver joint. Silver. 46. Okay, now we're getting into the big runner. Here it is, 46. Okay, I guess that's the lower torso. The big ol' A24 Studios. I don't know how I feel about A24 Studios. That's mostly an American film distribution. Yeah, that's his iconic Kia Forte grill split in the middle. That shrunk. Okay, so I don't quite get why the torso pivot connects to the front rather than from the top. Okay, it's holding now, but I think the one in X already gave way, so I'm gonna have to tighten that later. I3. Yeah, okay, my nub cut is not the best work. Slide that in. Sliding upside down, me. One, two, three. Careful, I don't want to accidentally snip off the connection points. I just gotta twist this off. Okay, so that's the torso. Okay, so of course the clear parts are here. Okay, just let's find the upper torso of A30. I already because rubbed it hard. I am thinking I want to silverback this like with Axe, but it's not exactly apparent where the headlight is, so maybe not. triple jointed nightmare for the $33, $34. Now the C's. Okay, now we're getting into the C screws. 26. Okay, this. I really feel like this should have been like a rubber polycap. Okay, found a general direction. It's this way. I think I somehow ended up building this joint when I meant to. Okay, I put this joint, this shoulder joint onto this joint, which is doesn't quite matter really. Okay, just gotta find the other one on the C sprue. You think they keep that same piece together, but okay, it's right here anyway. Okay, it's on the opposite side. Twist this off. Again. The other half of his torso bit, shoulder bits. Okay, that's better. I hope they hold because I feel like eventually plastic's gonna give out and they're gonna flop. Okay, now time for the headlights. Yeah, this isn't exactly set on where the headlight is, so if I did silver backing on this, it would look a little sloppy. Unless I did it from the underside of these pieces. Now, where's the big chest covering for this thing? Yeah, it looks like I should attach his back jetpack first before proceeding. Nugget. Yeah, the unpainted underside is almost indistinguishable from the metallic, I think. Of course, the pinhole goes up here, and then... Okay, there we go. It goes on the back here. I feel like it should yep, it has to sit flush. Now for his big old iconic jet boosters in the back. 9. Okay, lucky guess which direction this goes in. Nice sliding in. Would be really neat if these were painted in. If we could bother with making precise jet boosters. Okay, now his auxiliary boosters, it seems. 13. Okay, gonna do it from this side. (37) and 39. 안녕하세요, 박나나님. Back to the seas. Whoop. Just twist it off. Did I even do the same parts? I don't think I did. Whoops, I did. I did the 2 same pieces instead of like 37. Okay, that's better. Okay, see when it goes out. Okay, 43 and 41. Shoot. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. Okay, that fills in pretty nicely, and that also covers up the nubs. Yep. Okay. Then we get an E12. Ah, nubbins. That was a significant rub. Okay, he has jet thrusters, but can't exactly angle them vertically, like, at all. Just a little bit upward. Yep, so these are more jump jets rather than flight jets. Jump jets. 예, 그렇지요. 이런 메탈릭 토색하면 정말 이쁘죠. 스닙. The nubbins. I cannot be perfect about the nubbins. Okay, that's the other jump jet. Okay, now the upper torso piece locks all that in together. Now his upper jump jet covering. Okay, this is the one point where underpainting this would actually mattered. I thought I could get away with just not painting anything, so I guess I could put a brush to this, but it color matches pretty well, so you can't notice at a glance. Now for his iconic picks. Yep, there goes the headlights a bit. Gotta be careful. Are they supposed to be raised like that? I hope so. I don't know. Okay. Yep, there is his iconic split look. Okay, next page. Okay, now I can attach his head. Okay, it's really nestled in there. Buttered toast. And of course, you have his iconic red exposed chest, which is his, I guess, charger port. No nubbins. But this is all smoothed out, so I guess this is his charging port, or just data port. Just like that's like an extra cover. That's a smooth cover, but you can't exactly access it. Okay, so now onto the arms. Another bite, and then C15. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. It is indeed cool, Oxo B3000, 30,000. Okay. $46 and $45. Okay, this gets sandwiched here. Oh. I am afraid of rubbing off the paint on this, dear. Okay, this seems to be the right direction. Now you gotta put in the big old shoulder door. Yep, there goes my red sprue. I'm gonna have to go get that later. 14. Snip. Snip. Snippy. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, now that's all plugged in together. This feels a little floppy without any reinforcement, so okay, now this is where the wheel goes in. After a little covering. Now for more white. Dum dum dum. Okay, for a minute I thought I cut off a connector nub. Okay, thank you. I feel like that's Charlie or Chatad's catchphrase, actually. Okay, now for his wheels. I wanted these to be in scale with the actual car compared to Tobot X, but these are slightly smaller than Tobot X's cars, so I feel like these wheels are not to scale. So if I were to 3D print out a Kia Forte car to match these wheels, it would be smaller than 124, which is going to be a bit annoying. So either I could have like a 128-ish car Kia Forte or 124 car with really tiny wheels. Also, it's odd that they didn't offer 3D printed wheels or any other 3D printed accessories for this Tobot Y. This is... Okay, don't want to put that in too tight. Okay, that does fit in, so... Okay, that's a little bit of a spring tension there. Okay, there's a little more white going on the front and back. Orange shoulder caps. And they're not for safety. I don't know. I guess he has a... I feel like he should have a really big orange nozzle for his new laser rifle. If this was an American model kit, but it's not. Okay, four. Okay, thank you for the heart. E43. Nice big windows that I'm pretty sure were like elongated car doors. Maybe that's what all these seam lines are for. Those are extendable panel lines. E5. Okay, now next here. Yeah, this is an interesting take on what's looking to be his front window, car windows, car doors. Yep, and those car doors with the windscreen are on a separate piece. Is it slightly lighter? Yes, blue is a very cool color that makes cool characters. Okay, now for his window cap. His rear view mirror cap. Right here. Realistic rear view car mirror. Okay, nice BMWs, and then gonna attach that shoulder first. Okay, that's a nice amount of friction. I'm afraid of moving this too much, otherwise I feel like it's gonna wear down. Actually, I thought of some idea for background music that's hopefully free to use. So I'm going to go set up some music. Oh yeah, speaking of which, has anyone been catching up with the latest English dub of season 3? Hello. Welcome back. Let's win. Okay, I'm gonna call you Let's Win. Okay, now I'm gonna add that music track to my OBS. Okay, anyone hearing that music? Somehow I'm not hearing on my end, but I'm just... I mean, I can see the audio playing, but... C's. Yeah, I feel like that's the most... I know, that's often used for transformational videos. It's not too loud, right? It's not too loud. $17 and $18. Excuse me. I cut out the outer shell first before the inner shell, maybe. No, of course you are. Okay, his double jointed knee, is that correctly assembled? I'm afraid I might have hopefully didn't misassemble this. I feel like the double jointed knee should be moving more, but it's a little hard to wiggle. Yep, of course I put it on the wrong way. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. E-boy. Oh boy. Okay, that's gonna wear it out. Okay, that's more like it. Even though that's not that quite far. I mean, hope the upper joint will be more articulated. Okay, now time for the D screws. How could I forget to put the poly cap in? Okay, because I dropped it. Okay, time to split this again. No, that was an 8, not an 18. Easy mistake to make with the eyes and ones. Okay, now to put that cap in. After you put that over the kneecap knee, what am I doing? Whoa, I got it again. And why did I... Okay, somehow I kept thinking there was an elbow. Okay, so that's a double joint. I don't know, I might consider painting these elbow joints red. Just like with add the original X toy and the Y toy. But for now, I guess Gunmetal Gray is fine because he already has plenty of red parts. Oh, I think this is also pretty visible here, so I don't know if red's gonna be a little too much, but there's already a tiny hint of red here. H9, H10. Okay, are you done playing around there, kids? Please behave there, kids. Okay, nice that there's two different sizes of holes, so you can tell you which goes where. Okay, that's his near bare arm, and now for the full armor. $35 and $37. Okay, 37 is over here apparently. Now which side goes where? Huh. Okay. Now a little elbow pad. Okay, now for a little more accent details on 49 and 50. Triangles. Triangles. C49. Now H1 and H2 for his upper forearm. Whoop. Brush your teeth is interesting. Come back, but please behave. Everyone, please behave. You just... I think you had enough bickering, please. Let's please stop this and... Okay, so pictures make this tiny little red cap much larger than it appears, just slightly larger. Oh, that is significant nubbins. Okay, I think I'm gonna build the trigger finger hand. The pointy finger. Okay, gonna build his all new big sniper rifle. Whose idea was it to give Tobot Y a sniper rifle? Oh. I never thought he'd take up like big arms like this. And here are the two coverings. Not a hater. I am not a hater of characters, just least favorite or least interesting. And a little scope for his sniper rifle. Okay, so honestly, the low-hanging fruit for your most hated Tobot is Hero to Rescue Zero from Galaxy Detectives. That's just, I know, that's a low ball. Okay, now his fingers. Okay, it's all good. It's all cool. You made up. Okay, the slots. Okay, now to slot this into his here. Okay, this is going to be quite a challenge to remove every time. His iconic sniper rifle. And it's not quite double elbow that I would hope, you know, because also for the sake of it, I think I'll also build his third weapon. I can't believe they gave Topamine not one, not two, but 3 original weapons. Tobot Wise combat knife. In what situation would he need the combat knife? How is he going to be stabbing mechs with this? Oh, it's quite pointy too, actually. This is quite pointy, so yeah, this is not a kid's toy. This is a model kit. Okay, now for the pelvis. Well, since you've seen how one arm works, and the other arms will be for later. So, gonna start with the pelvis. '21, '22 with the pelvis. Yeah, the single slider joint. It's parallel, so either end, either way. I kind of wish, they did what Flames Toys did and made it like two separate sliding hip pelvis hip joints. So they just don't have to keep moving in one piece. Speaking of Flames Toys, I can't believe they're also doing a big convoy now. That might actually be better than the Age of the Primes one. Okay, now for his big white pelvic area. That's like his own little speech bubble here, 25 off to the side here. Okay, I need to sit down. How you been standing for too long? Oh, that's a lot of red stuff. That's a lot of red stuff to attach to this tiny little piece, number 17. I don't know if I've only played Roblox back when it was just a Lego clone. And then the only reason I actually considered going to Roblox again is to use the armor swords items. I collected all the armor swords, so just to unlock those. And then not really touch it because I don't have time for Roblox. Okay, that's where our side skirts go, and then F3, the back of the area. This is not quite attaching right. This is harder to slide in, actually. Okay, so you can kind of push it on the table or something to... Okay, I actually think it might be the other way around somehow, maybe? Okay. There are holes here, but it's meant only for this side, huh? Anyways, that works. If it works, it works. That's snug. That's pretty snug. Now to attach that big old white area, okay. H24. Okay, nice for you to make Roblox friends. Okay, this is also hard to exactly put in together perfectly. Yeah. Come on. I think this actually might be on backwards. Silly me. Okay, now this is much more flush. Hey. Much better. Kinda goofing like Tobot Y would. His iconic red Y. Now for more G colors. Pelvic silver armor protectors. Okay, do you think this would fare better against Octobot tentacles? Would these silver parts help mitigate the pain against Octobot tentacles? Yeah. Okay, don't tell me you put this on wrong because it's not pushing it all the way. Ugh. Okay, this front nub, that really has to be smoothed out for that to go perfectly in. Huh? Yeah. Oh, well, why is it not going in all the way, hey? Wait, I see the problem. There's a little bit of a runoff in the white torso area, honey. There's a tiny bit of plastic runoff, either that or that silver piece really shaved off some white. I'm gonna have to take this apart and then get in there and then whittle that away, pull it out. Yeesh. Sheesh. Oh dear, this is quite hard to pull off, of course, literally. This is very hard to pull off. There's a little bit of something in there that's preventing this silver piece from getting it all the way out of snag. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle it. Heap. Well. Okay, I had to pull. I think pulling this off first will help get it out a little bit easier then. Oh, right, the slider. I don't know if you see that there's a little bit of plastic in there that kind of ran off. There's a little bit of a trim inside here that I gotta really pick out. I think I need a toothpick or something. I'm gonna pick this out with a toothpick. Okay, maybe I'll just try inserting the silver piece first and then put it back in the torso. Okay. Okay, that was a lot of trouble. Okay, now there we go. There we go. Also more leg coverings. Hip covering. Nice silver accents. Now for the side skirts. Side skirts. Side skirt. Snipping off the nubs. Okay, now pelvis complete. Now I'm gonna build one leg and call it a night. A whole leg, just one whole leg. Homework on Saturday morning or Friday morning. And I feel like it might take me 30 minutes to build a whole leg. $23, $24. Snippo to hippo. Also gotta build one of his big hips. Okay, this must be an ankle joint then. It's too small to be the hip joint. C9, C9, C9. Bum 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 bum. Okay, this is splitting. This is not supposed to be splitting, but hopefully just putting it together will hold it together. E19, 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 E19. What am I singing? Oh no, I missed my daily stamps. I never get my daily stamps. I never get it all right. This is hard to exactly pinpoint. And inside that knee is a bigger leg calf. Bigger leg calf shows. 29 and 30. 29 and 30s, okay. Bigger legs. Robloxin. Okay, just putting these two halves together. Okay, that's a nice big double knee joint. Yeah, these are really reimagined shins. Ah, nubbins. Okay, those are some nubbins, and now I'm gonna paint down the back. Now I'm gonna put the rest of the shin on the back. Okay, that screw goes all the way deep down there. Okay, nice finished big old leg with a kneecap that sits flush here and then spread that much for a double knee joint. G5. Dum 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 dum. Okay, nubbins. Red cap 11. Alright, I read about this. You should... I forgot the video instructions where it says you should put the silver cap first before putting on the shins, because this really overlaps and it's really hard to slide it in, so best course of action is to take this apart and then put that back in. Oh dear. You backwards instructions, or you just really oversight. That's a big oversight. You gotta be careful. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so please find a private place if you're gonna share contact info. Just find a different platform to share that stuff, like Instagram maybe. Direct messages. Gonna have to completely remove that. This is a serious oversight. Okay, this sort of works, but yeah, only one half at a time. I'm really twisting and bending stuff. This is illegal bending. I am scared for my life for the plastic parts, the thin plastic parts. Okay, that was a lot of twist. That was a lot of twisting, uncomfortable twisting, but I finally put. The red cap. I forgot to put in the red cap. I just flighted it. Sheesh. Oh my, this is. Oh me, oh my. Come on, push. Push. Split and push. This is nearly impossible. I am flexing it really hard. That's not a good idea. Okay, managed to slide that off actually, so gonna be hard to actually put it back in the same way. Okay, that was really uncomfortable, but I finally did. Okay. Upper thigh time. G1 and G2. Tobot G1, meet Tobot G2. Don't beat G2, Tobot G1. C33 and 34. 33 and 34. If you find contact details, please find a different place to private message. You know, public chats are not a good idea to place phone numbers. Like Instagram or email. Yeah, okay, maybe an email would be best first choice. I don't know, maybe go to your YouTube, your personal YouTube community post. In your small community post, maybe that's a bit more secluded than this public chat. Okay, nice thick thighs. Those are some nice thick thighs to attach to the hip joint. I guess just click your, go to your username, click the YouTube channels, click the YouTube username, and then go to that person's community post. Go to that YouTube channel username's community tab. It might be a good idea to delete the number once that other person has gotten the number. Lower leg, F5 and F7. Okay, the leg covering is coming along nicely. Now these are big old ankle tilts. They look really big enough to be the thighs, the hips, but no, they're the ankles. Y-shaped circle ankles. Then this odd foot. Here is the sole of the foot. Okay, that's a nice toe, flexible toe, and then 30 and 32. You know how annoying it is when you accidentally get a big paint splotch when spray painting this? I had to I accidentally paint splotched this and had to rub it off with alcohol and respray it again just to make sure I don't get a big ugly splotch. Okay, those are nice covers. Really gonna have to trim this flush nice and smoothly. Okay, that's a foot done, so just his side kib, his side kibble, his side calf kibble, car kibble, is all that's needed to complete the one side of Tobot Y. Yeah, interesting how his, that bit of a running board side flap kibble, it's like permanently like this. It's permanently more like this. I kind of wish this was actually hinged. This was hinged so it could be adjustable and kind of fake being a transforming car easier. Okay, just gonna put it right on the calf first. I-14. Okay, this is the rear car tail light. And now, this is the back of a Kia Forte Coupe. Like, this is obviously the most normal car-looking part of this non-transforming Tobot Y. Whoops, what am I doing? I'm just putting it in the wrong spot. Nubbins. No, it's not nubbins. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put in the wheel first. I'm supposed to be putting on the front wheel cover before I put that thing on. Oof. Hey, silly me, why do I keep forgetting stuff? Now I gotta take this off again. Ah, nuts. I broke a tiny little pin pulling it off. Gotta be really careful not to do that. Okay, there is his car wheel in there, and now the lower bit of that. I honestly actually felt like I accidentally splotched something on here, but it's barely noticeable if at all, so that's turned out pretty well. Yeah, so that's his iconic side, the running board forming the little winglet on the side here. Imagine this could fold. Okay, so now they are like storage pockets for his other small weapons. Knife is slightly useless there, but it's pretty snug. Yeah, so that'll do it. That'll do it for today. This is what one half of the new Model Kit Academy Hobby Model Kit Tobot Y looks like. Okay, thank you, kids. Thank you, Tobot fans and kids who tuned in. And my old fans who popped in to say hi. I guess point is, of course, Tobot's much more popular in Southeast Asia than North America. Okay, so next time you see this, this will be fully completed and be ready for a regular review. So until then, goodbye and be safe, kids. And general audience, general fans, general Korean Transformer fans.